Here are the last 8 measures of Stella by Starlight using regular voicings. Now, listen to this version. The voicings that we're going to show you in this video not only sound modern, but they allow the soloist to take their lines to new places. This is because we're using constant structures that work over the chords that are built using inversions of quartals. In fact, every single one of the voicings I'll show you today are made out of upper structure quartals. If you're curious about upper structure quartals, remember that we have an entire course on them on mDecks.com. But today, I want to give you these 4 quartals that you can use on these 2 5s in minor. So make sure to stick around until the end of the video, where I'll show you not only how to download a PDF including the solo that you heard at the beginning of the video, but also today's exercise in all keys. The 2 quartals that we're going to use on the minor 7 flat 5 chords are the one on the 4 and the one on the root. And on the 5/7 chords, we're going to use the one on the flat 7 and the one on the flat 3. But we're going to invert them. Remember, you can invert any quartal exactly as you invert any chord. For example, the quartal on the 4 of E minor 7 flat 5 is just A4/7. A4/7 in first inversion, which you can see as a D sus4. And in second inversion, which is nothing else than a G sus2. So the voicings that we're using on E minor 7 flat 5 are G sus2 and A sus4, which is the first inversion of our quartal on the root E4/7. And now you have a shortcut of sorts. For minor 7 flat 5 chords, play the sus2 on the flat 3 and the sus4 on the 4. Of course, I could have given you this shortcut from the start, but I think you'll have a better understanding of these voicings if you see where they come from and how they are constant structures. Remember, all these voicings are going to be perfect quartals. We're just inverting them. So on the D minor 7 flat 5, we'd play the sus2 on the flat 3, F sus2, and the sus4 on the 4, G sus4. Please check out our upper structural quartals course where we explain why these 2 quartals work on minor 7 flat 5 chords. Now for the dominant chords, I'll give you the final shortcut directly, but remember, these are all quartals. So we're going to play the sus2 on the flat 2 of the chord. On A7 flat 9, we play B flat sus2, and the sus4 on the flat 3. So for A7 flat 9, that's C sus4. When we put all the 2 5s from Stella by Starlight together, we get this. And it sounds new and kind of eerie. And by the way, at the end, for the B flat major 7, I am playing the sus2 on the 5, F sus2. Try playing this with your band, and you'll see an immediate reaction from your bandmates. You're actually creating a bunch of new possibilities for the soloist, the bass player, the drummer, everyone in the band. And that's because you're painting a more impressionistic picture of the harmonic progression. Please notice how we didn't just choose these upper structures at random. We found a combination that not only uses constant structures, but also the movement between the 2 voicings is exactly the same on the minor 7 flat 5 chords and the dominant chords. You're moving up a whole step from a sus2 to a sus4 on both chords. So without the bass, are these voicings for a minor 7 flat 5 or a 7 flat 9 chord? There's no difference. So today's exercise is this. Step 1, play the 4 voicings across all keys on your left hand using a whole step downward modulation pattern. But don't think of the chord just yet. Try to learn just the shapes and movements at first. Step 2, add the roots of the chords. You're now getting a better picture of your impressionistic version of the progression. Step 3, alternate between regular voicings and these quartal voicings. This is an excellent exercise for ear training. All of our exclusive access members will get a PDF with today's topic. If you're not a member yet, you can join by clicking on the join button or the link provided. YouTube seems to think you're gonna like one of these 2 videos here, so stick around and check one of those out. Thanks for watching.